Each week we bring you stories of athletes who are outstanding for a variety of reasons.
Kevin E. Martin joins us now with the story of a runner from Ghana and his amazing road to where he is today.
Robert, Stuart Hall Sr. Bosco Babuble is a natural sprinter, currently holding the school records in both the 100 and 200 meter. An incredible feat in itself, but what makes his achievements on the track even more eye-opening is the Bokatana, Ghana native had never even stepped on a track prior to his freshman year. This is Bosco Babuble, a star sprinter for the Stuart Hall track team. Bosco looks right at home as he takes a long sip of water from the fountain during practice. But Bosco is surprisingly over 7,000 miles away from his home, Bokatana, Ghana, where getting drinking water was never this easy.
In the family we are 7 kids, but our parents were 9 total. So basically we have to use a lot of water. So every week we finish the water, so we have to travel 2 miles to get our water, then bring it back, plus go back. It's like we do it like 10 times in order to fill the tank.
When Bosco was just 9, he met Kip Clifton, a Peace Corps volunteer from South Carolina who was sent to Bokatana to build a computer center and teach computer literacy to the locals. And a very special friendship was born.
The first time he moved in, we were playing on his porch and he came and told us that we want to be his friends. And that was like the most shocking thing ever because, you know, I expect a stranger just come to him and be like, you want to be friends? That's when it started.
For the next 3 years, Kip lived next door to Bosco's family, becoming even closer with Bosco and his siblings. When it was time for Kip to return to the United States, he asked Bosco and 2 of his brothers to join him.
He was like, boys, I have something to tell you. We were like, yeah, what is it? It's like, will you guys like to come to the United States with me? And both of my brothers, we actually were going to faint. Like, it was the most exciting thing ever.
When Bosco first arrived in the United States, he faced many challenges, the biggest being the language barrier.
When I came to the United States, when I lived with his mom, the first month, she was crying because I was crying because we couldn't understand each other. We have an accent and I don't know, she was speaking too fast for me.
The longer Bosco lived in the U.S., the easier life became for this outgoing teen. After Bosco finished 8th grade, he moved with Kip and his brother Benji to San Francisco, and the 2 boys enrolled at Stuart Hall. It wasn't long into his high school career when word got out of Bosco's natural speed.
Freshman year rolled around, Bosco went out for football. As a defensive player, you just chased down some guys that looked like, it was a foregone conclusion that guy was going to get away, and here he is, he's just right on top of him. So we knew he was pretty fast, so we got him to come out.
Since joining the team, Bosco has won every 100 meter and 200 meter league race except for one. His 100 meter personal record of 10.76 and 200 meter PR of 21.72 are not surprisingly school records and puts Bosco among the best in the section.
I've very rarely met a teenager who's willing or able to focus and work as hard as he can. That's true in track, it's true in the classroom. So he does all of these things that are in fact remarkable, but he does them with such ease and grace that it doesn't seem like that.
While Bosco's love for track is strong, he also has a passion for biology and dreams of one day becoming a doctor and returning to his parents in Ghana to help improve the healthcare system.
My biology teacher was teaching, I was in that class and the stuff that she was teaching us, I fell in love with it and I thought to myself that this will be a huge privilege for me to learn this and take it back in Ghana and help them as well.
As Bosco nears the finish line of his high school career, he is ready to start the next chapter, but knows none of this would be possible without the many people who have helped him along the way.
I'm gonna miss everyone, especially Coach. Like he's my inspiration. He keeps telling me to practice hard and put on my 100% in my races, and without him, I think I wouldn't have joined track team or even tried it out.
I think Bosco is as special as it gets. He will be attending Wofford College in South Carolina next year on a track scholarship. Aside from dreaming of being a doctor, he also wants to represent Ghana someday in the Olympics, and I won't be surprised if he does both because, his future is so bright.
That's awesome. And is he on Twitter at all?
He is not. Bosco, get on Twitter.
You got to get at Bosco something.